So you're thinking of coming to America, thinking of migrating to America. Well, or immigrating, whichever terms you want to use these days. Watch this video. I don't recommend it. Be sure to watch this whole video. I hope it's not too long. I don't like to make them more than 15 minutes, but sometimes I end up at a half an hour. The thing is this is an important subject, whether in your life decision makings. Moving to the United States of America is really something you should do. So we're going to talk about that while I walk my puppy, my 115-pound. Get away from there. So, is the grass really greener on this side of the planet? This is why you should not move to the United States. America was never just a country, not just another place. It's an idea. I was always in love with America, the name we call these United States, and the principles that it was founded upon. But today's America is a far cry from that great idea conceived by our founding fathers nearly 250 years ago. America now appears to be in her final death throes, with little hope of returning to her previous greatness without divine intervention. We really don't have anyone to blame for this but ourselves. Apathy combined with a sense of futility and inability to change anything, hopelessness set in long ago. Again, it is our own fault. We sat on our hands while people with nefarious intent, corrupted by power and wealth and the addictions of notoriety, stardom, and so forth, seized more power and brought in more people just like them. Americans are also very spoiled. War was effectively not, or has not touched our soil or our land since our own Civil War. Most diseases eradicated or made less deadly through modern medicine. Standards of living far beyond that of the majority of the rest of the world. Most Americans have never really struggled to survive. Most have never been truly hungry, at least not since the days of the Great Depression, followed by World War II. Our easy lives have created weak men and women. There is a saying that goes something like this: hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and then weak men again create hard times. We allow weak, unjust, and corrupt men and women to make bad laws. We don't do what our founders begged us to do, and that is to elect virtuous men. Our unwillingness to take basic responsibility for our lives, our communities, our states, and our nation has abdicated our power to those whose interests do not serve our own, to the self-serving politicians, self-serving in every way imaginable, who then built a power structure through bureaucracy that ensures their continued stranglehold and control of our nation. We now are sadly and horrifically feeling the effects of her weaknesses and unwillingness to self-govern by voting responsibly. For those of you thinking of coming to America, we failed you as much as we failed ourselves. But not voting, or by not voting, for virtuous people, we have enslaved ourselves to mediocrity and to the corrupt to make all of our decisions for us, and we are quickly on our way to becoming a society similar to the movie Matrix. If you come to America, you will quickly discover that the American dream no longer exists,
and it will be very difficult for you. Join me again real soon for part 2. You can't afford America, the economic crime and social and moral issues that have made us an unpleasant place to seek out a new life.
If you haven't subscribed already, I'd love to have you here. Be sure to like and comment on these videos. That would help a great deal. Not only does participation from you help me in my videos, but as you know, I mean, you've heard it probably thousands of times, commenting and liking definitely helps the algorithm. Helps me be seen in the algorithm and helps my channel grow, which means I get to practice a lot more. I get a lot better over time, and I can bring you some very interesting content. I have a lot of ideas.
Exit 61 out.